So, good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about the lobes of the brain. So, in the cerebral hemisphere, you can see that the brain is divided into four lobes. So, what are the name of the lobes? First is the frontal lobe, which lies at the front. Parietal lobe, it lies at both sides, this and this. We have two parietal lobes. Next is occipital lobe. So occipital lobe is here at the back and temporal lobe is both these sides. So these are the lobes of the brain. Okay. So four lobes you will find. Now let us discuss about a frontal lobe. So where is your frontal lobe and where what is the function of those frontal lobe? What is the function of the frontal lobe? Let us discuss about it. So first thing, frontal lobe you find at the front. So what is the function of the frontal lobe? The frontal lobe they helps you in what? They helps you in maintaining your personality. They also helps you in maintaining your behavior. They also helps you in maintaining your emotions. So personality, they helps you in maintaining your personality. They helps you in maintaining your behavior, how you behave, and emotions, how you show your emotions, happy, sad, all these things like how do you represent yourself, all these things. The frontal lobe is responsible for that. And next is what? Next is judgment. Judgment in the sense like what? Judgment in the sense like if you do something wrong or if you do something right. So who will tell you that whether it's right or wrong? Your frontal lobe. Understand? So your frontal lobe is responsible for that, judgment. And also the frontal lobe is responsible for what? Planning. It helps you in planning something, what to do, what not to do in future. So the frontal lobe they helps you in that. Next is problem solving. So the frontal lobe also helps you in solving the problems which you face. Next is what? Speech. The frontal lobe also helps you in speech. That is speaking and writing. I mean, when you speak, when you write, that is in your Broca's area, they helps you in that, the frontal lobe. Next is body movement. The frontal lobe also helps you in moving your body as well. Next is intelligence. They also helps you in what? Intelligence, like for example, let's say uh, in your study matter, you say in your academic thing, intelligence. And next is concentration. They also helps you in concentrating something. If you want to concentrate in something else, not only in studies, but also in something else. So the frontal lobe helps you in that thing also. This full concentration. Next is self-awareness. Self-awareness in the sense like if you are aware of something, if something bad will happen to you, you are self-aware. I mean, cautious about that. If something good will happen to you, also same thing. Like you are aware of those things. So these are the things that the frontal lobe helps you in functioning. I mean, they help you in all performing all these things or performing all these activities which you do. तो पहले क्या है फ्रंटल लोब. फ्रंटल लोब हम लोगों को कैसे मदद करता है? पर्सनैलिटी, मतलब हम लोग कैसे बर्ताव करते हैं एक इंसान के ऊपर, क्या इमोशंस यानी कि हंसना रोना वो सब कैसे हम लोग एक मतलब दूसरे के साथ रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, वो भी मायने रखते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्या है? जजमेंट, मतलब अगर कुछ बुरा चीज या कुछ अच्छी चीज हम लोग करने से वो सही है या गलत, ये मतलब फ्रंटल लोब हम लोग का मदद करता है, मतलब चूज करने में मदद करता है. नेक्स्ट क्या है? प्लानिंग. प्लानिंग मतलब अगर तुम कुछ करना चाहते हो या मतलब करोगे, तो वो सब प्लान करने में ये फ्रंटल लोब मदद करता है. नेक्स्ट है प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम होने से कुछ वो कुछ होने से तो ये फ्रंटल लोब हम लोग को मदद करता है. नेक्स्ट क्या है? स्पीच. स्पीच मतलब बोल पाना, ठीक है, बोल पाना और लिखना, तो वो ब्रोकर्स एरिया में है, वो फ्रंटल लोब पे ही है। तो ये फ्रंटल लोब मतलब यहाँ इसमें भी हम लोग का मतलब मदद करता है। नेक्स्ट क्या है, बॉडी मूवमेंट। हम लोग जो जो रोज का जो हम लोग जो करते हैं, उठना बैठना चलना, वो सब बॉडी मूवमेंट पे है। तो वो फ्रंटल लोब हम लोग का मदद करता है। नेक्स्ट क्या है, इंटेलिजेंस। मतलब हम लोग कितना ज्ञानी है, कितना सीखा है हम लोगों ने, इंटेलिजेंस ज्ञानी, तो वो मदद करता है ये फ्रंटल लोब। कंसंट्रेशन मतलब ध्यान देना, अगर किस चीज में मतलब कौन सा चीज में ध्यान देना, वो सब में फ्रंटल लोब मदद करता है। नेक्स्ट क्या है, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस। मतलब हम लोग होशियार होना, अगर कुछ होने से मतलब फ्यूचर में होने वाला है या होने होगा, तो वो सब मतलब हम लोग को मदद करता है, मतलब हम लोग को होशियार करता है। तो ये फ्रंटल लोब का काम ये है। ओके, इज इट क्लियर about the frontal lobe, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is parietal lobe. So the parietal lobe lies in both sides, this side and this side. So the parietal lobe helps you in what? They helps you in interprets language or words. Means um, for now I'm not speaking in your mother tongue, but I'm speaking in English and Hindi both. But you are able to understand them. So what does that mean? It means interprets. Interprets means like your brain is like automatically translating the language which I'm speaking, like so that you'll be able to understand. So it means that, but it doesn't mean that if I speak in some foreign language, say for example Spanish, French, all this, if I speak, it doesn't mean that you will understand. But whatever you have already learned, and whatever like you are able to understand that language, that one like they will interpret, they will translate it, but not the foreign language. So it means that interprets language means they will translate it, so that you will be able to understand the language. So it means that the first point means that. Second is what? Sense of touch. Sense of touch means like, say for example, if you touch something, if you touch anything, so just with a touch of that thing, like you will be able to just know the thing. Say for example, if you are touching some warm things or some cold things, you'll be able to just know it, whether the thing is, whether that object is cold, or whether that object is, what to say, means hot, anything. So it means that sense of touch. Next is pain. Pain means if somebody hits you or if somebody punch you, all these things. If somebody does that thing, like you'll be able to just know it with the help of the parietal lobe. Next is temperature. So in temperature, what will you find? Like you'll be able to know the temperature also, like the sense of temperature, that is hot or cold. So in that thing also, like the parietal lobe, yeah, the parietal lobe will have seen that. Next is what? Next is interpret signals from vision. Interpret signals from vision means what? Like if you see something far away from you, or else like if you just see the view of something, like you'll be able to just know the thing, what is happening or what is going to happen. So it means that interpret signals from vision means you'll be able to just know that thing, what will happen to you or what will actually happen. So it means that. Next is hearing. The parietal lobe also helps you in hearing something. Next is motor. Motor means you are able to move, you are able to do all those things, so it helps you in that. Next is sensory. Sensory in a sense like you will be able to sense something, you will be able to know something. So it means that. Next is memory, memory in the sense like you'll be able to memorize something. So in that thing, like you'll be able to just know that thing. Next is spatial visualizing and reasoning and visual perception. So this one also the same thing, just like this interprets signals from vision. So like if you'll be able to just see the thing, if you'll be able to see I mean, the incident or the thing what is occurring, just by seeing it, you'll be able to know it. And also you'll be able to reason that thing, why that thing is occurring. So in that thing, like you will have the capability, or else, yeah, you will have the capability to know the thing. So it means that the parietal lobe helps you in seeing or else knowing all those things. तो पेराइटल लोब कहाँ पे है, दोनों साइड पे है, एक यहाँ पे और एक यहाँ पे। तो पेराइटल लोब का पहला काम क्या है, इंटरप्रेट्स लैंग्वेज, मतलब जो जो भाषा में मैं अभी बोल रही हूँ, मैं तो इंग्लिश में बोल रही हूँ लेकिन फिर भी तुम लोग को समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं, तो उसको बोलते हैं इंटरप्रेट्स लैंग्वेज, मतलब अपने आप ट्रांसलेट होना। लेकिन ये नहीं कि अगर मैं कुछ फॉरेन लैंग्वेज में बात करूँ, जैसे कि फ्रेंच, इटाली, वो सब में बात करूँ, तो मतलब तुम लोग को समझ में आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है। पहले मतलब भाषा को, जो भाषा मतलब मैं बोल रही हूँ उसको पता होना पड़ेगा, तभी अ, अपने आप पता चल जाएगा, वही है। नेक्स्ट क्या है, सेंस ऑफ टच, मतलब अगर कुछ तुम छूने से तो तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि वो गर्म है या ठंडा है, तो वो सब है सेंस ऑफ टच। नेक्स्ट क्या है, पेन, दर्द होना, मतलब अगर कोई तुम्हें मारे, अगर कोई तुम्हें पंच करे, तो वो सब पता चल जाएगा कि मतलब कौन तुम्हें मतलब मार रहा है, तो तुम्हें दर्द महसूस होगा। नेक्स्ट क्या है, टेम्परेचर, टेम्परेचर मतलब अगर कुछ ठंडा गर्म चीज है तो तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा, उसको बोलते हैं टेम्परेचर, सब टेम्परेचर। नेक्स्ट क्या है, इंटरप्रेट सिग्नल्स फ्रॉम विजन, मतलब अगर तुम कुछ चीजें अगर देखने से, सिर्फ देखने से पता चल जाएगा कि ऐसा होने वाला है, ठीक है, तो उसको बोलते हैं इंटरप्रेट सिग्नल्स फ्रॉम विजन। सिर्फ मतलब सिग्नल से पता चल जाएगा कि अ, बाद में ऐसा होगा, ऐसे ऐसे। नेक्स्ट क्या है, हियरिंग, मतलब जो तुम सुन सकते हो वो सब पैराइटल लोब की मदद की वजह से कर सकते हो। नेक्स्ट क्या है, मोटर, मतलब चलना, उठना, बैठना, वो सब पैराइटल लोब की मदद की वजह से तुम लोग कर सकते हो। नेक्स्ट क्या है, सेंसरी एंड मेमोरी, मतलब तुम कुछ महसूस करना वगैरह, और मेमोरी मतलब तो अगर याद रखना, कुछ चीज याद रखना, वो सब पैराइटल लोब की मदद की वजह से तुम लोग कर सकते हो। नेक्स्ट क्या है, स्पैचुअल विजुअलाइजिंग एंड रीजनिंग। तो स्पैचुअल विजुअलाइजिंग एंड रीजनिंग समान ही है, वो इंटरप्रेट सिग्नल्स और विजन के जैसा ही है, मतलब अगर कुछ देखने से पता चल जाएगा कि ऐसा होने वाला है, ठीक है, तो उसको बोलते हैं स्पैचुअल विजुअलाइजिंग विजन। और विजुअल परसेप्शन भी सेम ही है, मतलब अगर कुछ तुम देखने से तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि ऐसे ही होगा। Okay, is it clear everyone about parietal lobe?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is occipital lobe. So your occipital lobe is here at the back one. So the occipital lobe helps you in what? The occipital lobe helps you in interprets vision. Interprets vision means you'll be able to know the difference between the objects and the things, whatever you are observing. Say for example, color. You will be able to know the difference in the colors. For example, this is purple, this is yellow, blue, orange. It's not it. So how I'm able to know the different colors? Because of the occipital lobe. Next is light. Even the light also, like you'll be able to know whether it's too flashy or whether it's too dark. So in that thing, the occipital lobe helps you in that. Next is interprets vision of movement. Interprets vision of movement means what? Like if somebody moves and if somebody does something, like you will be able to know it just by seeing or just by viewing it. So it means that. नेक्स्ट क्या है, नेक्स्ट मतलब ऑसिपिटल लोब जो पीछे में है, ऑसिपिटल लोब एक है, तो ऑसिपिटल लोब का पहला काम क्या है? इंटरप्रेट्स विजन, मतलब अगर कुछ चीज देखने से तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि वो क्या है क्या नहीं है। पहला क्या है? कलर। तो कलर मतलब रंग में भी पता चल जाएगा, जैसे कि ये पर्पल है, येलो है, ब्लू है, ऑरेंज है, तो तुम्हें पता चल जाता है कि ये सब ये कलर्स है। तो किसके वजह से तुम्हें पता चल रहा है? ऑसिपिटल लोब की वजह से तुम्हें पता चल रहा है कि ये दूसरा दूसरा कलर है। नेक्स्ट क्या है? लाइट। ठीक है, तो धूप धूप और धूप, रोशनी, अंधेरा, वो सब अ, तुम्हें कैसे पता चल जाता है कि वो ये धूप है, ये अंधेरा है, ये रूम अंधेरा है। तो तुम्हें कैसे पता चल जाता है? ये ऑसिपिटल लोब की वजह से तुम्हें पता चल जाता है कि ऐसा ऐसा है। नेक्स्ट क्या है? इंटरप्रेट्स विजन इन मूवमेंट, मतलब अगर कोई मतलब कुछ चीज करने से, अगर से मैं एग्जांपल देती हूँ, मतलब अगर कोई एक इंसान अपना बेटा या बेटी को मार रहा है, तो तुम्हें पता चल जाता है कि उन लोग का आवाज नहीं सुनने से भी तुम्हें पता चल जाता है कि वो उसको मार रहा है। ठीक है, अगर सिर्फ दूर से देखने से भी पता चल जाता है कि वो मार रहा है कि नहीं। तो वो कैसे पता चल जाता है? ऑसिपिटल लोब की वजह से तुम्हें पता चल जाता है कि ऐसा हो रहा है। ठीक है, इज इट क्लियर अबाउट द डिफरेंट lobes, everyone? Next is temporal lobe. So the temporal lobe is here, both sides, here and here. So the temporal lobe helps you in what? The temporal lobe helps you in understanding language, which is in your Wernicke's area. So the temporal lobe, they will help you in understanding the language, whatever the second person or the third person is speaking. Next is memory. So the temporal lobe also helps you in memorizing something, and the temporal lobe also helps you in hearing something. So it helps you in that thing. Next is sequencing and organization. Sequencing and organization means what? Like uh, you will be able to do the things in sequence, means in an order way, in a very organized way. So it means that, say for example, if I am arranging the books, so if I'm arranging the books, so obviously the bigger size books will be at the bottom, at the downside, and the smaller size of the books will be at the top. It's not it. So it means that sequencing and organization. So I'll arrange the books according to the size of the books. It means that sequencing and organization, it means that even when you stand in a line, what happens during school or assembly time? What happens? Always the taller ones, they stand at the last, it's not it. And the a bit shorter one, like they stand at the front. So it means that sequencing and organization means that you have to arrange them in a proper way, in a sequence way, in an organized manner. So it means that the temporal lobe, they helps you in all these things. सो नेक्स्ट क्या है? टेम्पोरल लोब। टेम्पोरल लोब यहाँ पे है दोनों साइड्स पे। तो पहला काम क्या है टेम्पोरल लोब का? अंडरस्टैंडिंग लैंग्वेज, मतलब एक भाषा समझने के लिए मदद करता है, जो वार्निकिक्स एरिया पे है। नेक्स्ट क्या है? मेमोरी, मतलब कुछ चीज याद रखने के लिए ये टेम्पोरल लोब मदद करता है। नेक्स्ट क्या है? हियरिंग, मतलब अगर कुछ सुनने के लिए, सुनने में मदद करता है ये टेम्पोरल लोब। नेक्स्ट क्या है? सीक्वेंसिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, मतलब अगर तुम कुछ चीज अच्छे से रखने से, अच्छे से संभालने से वहाँ पे मदद करता है। जैसे कि अगर कुछ तुम किताब तुम मतलब अरेंज कर रहे हो, तो कैसे अरेंज करोगे? पहले बड़ा साइज वाला तुम नीचे रखोगे और थोड़ा छोटा साइज वाला तुम ऊपर रखोगे, ठीक है नहीं? तो उसको बोलते हैं सीक्वेंसिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। जैसे कि अगर असेंबली हॉल में, स्कूल में तुम खड़े हो रहे हो तो क्या होगा, वो थोड़ा लंबे लोग को पीछे ख- खड़े होते हैं, और थोड़े मतलब थोड़ा बत्ती लोग को आगे खड़े होते हैं, है कि नहीं? तो उसको बोलते हैं सीक्वेंसिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, मतलब अच्छे से अरेंज करना, अच्छे से अरेंजमेंट करना, तो उसको बोलते हैं सीक्वेंसिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। सो टेम्पोरल लोग ये सब मदद करते हैं हम लोग को। Okay, is it clear everyone about the temporal lobe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope it's clear to you all. So your Broca's area is here, and your Wernicke's area, which is in the temporal lobe, it's here. Okay, so now let's talk about the cranial nerves. So what happens here in the cranial nerves? Your brain, they communicate with your body through where? Through the help of what? Through the spinal cord. Through the spinal cord and the 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Is it clear? The brain, I'll repeat again, your brain, they communicate with your body. Your brain, they communicate with your body through the spinal cord, and also the 12 pairs of cranial nerves. You have 12 pairs of cranial nerves, is not it? So the brain helps you in that communicating. And the cranial nerves, how do you write the cranial nerves? You have to write in the Roman numbers. Not in like 1, 2, 3, that digital one, not that one. You have to write in the Roman numbers. Why? Because it was discovered during the time of like when the Roman numbers were being used, it was found out at that time. So that's why you have to write it in Roman numbers. And if you write cranial nerves, right, you have to write it serial wise, not like olfactory nerves will be at the first and hypoglossal at the second, not like that. You have to write it serial wise. So we will talk about the 12 pairs of cranial nerves in the next slide. ओके, सो क्रेनियल नर्व्स क्या है? हम लोग का जो ब्रेन है ये कम्युनिकेट करता है, हाँ, मतलब पूरा, मतलब बॉडी के साथ, पूरा शरीर के साथ कम्युनिकेट करता है। कैसे कम्युनिकेट करता है? कैसे कम्युनिकेट करते हैं? ये मतलब स्पाइनल कॉर्ड और 12 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रेनियल्स के साथ कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। ठीक है, समझ में आया? तो हम लोग को 12 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रेनियल नर्व्स मिलेगा। ये क्रेनियल नर्व्स जो है ये रोमन नंबर्स में हम लोग लिखते हैं। ठीक है, रोमन नंबर्स में लिखते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि ये मतलब जब क्रेनियल नर्व्स मिला था तो रोमन नंबर्स वो लोग यूज करते थे, तो इसके वजह से हम लोग को रोमन नंबर्स में ही लिखना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, जैसे कि 1, 2, 3 ये सब, तो ऐसे ही लिखना पड़ेगा। So the first cranial nerves, what is the first cranial nerves which you will find? Olfactory nerve, olfactory nerves. Second is optic nerve. Next is oculomotor nerve. The fourth is trochlear nerves. The fifth is trigeminal nerves. The sixth is abducens nerves. The seventh is facial nerves. The eighth is vestibulocochlear nerves. The ninth is glossopharyngeal nerves. Then the 10th is vagus nerves. Then the 11th is spinal accessory. Then the 12th is hypoglossal nerves. So these are the 12 pairs of cranial nerves which we will find. तो ये सब 12 cranial nerves है। पहले क्या है? olfactory nerves, दूसरा optic nerves, तीसरा oculomotor nerves, नंबर 4 क्या है? trochlear nerves, फिफ्थ क्या है? trigeminal nerves, सिक्स क्या है? abducens nerves, सेवेंथ क्या है? facial nerves, एट क्या है? vestibulocochlear nerves, नाइन्थ क्या है? glossopharyngeal nerves, 10th क्या है? वेगस नर्व, 11 क्या है spinal accessory, 12 क्या है hypoglossal। तो ये 12 cranial nerves हैं। Okay, is it clear? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. So now let us see the function of each pairs of cranial nerves. So number one, what was it? Olfactory nerves. So the olfactory nerves, they help in what? They help in smelling something. Next is number two is what? Optic nerves. The optic nerves helps in what? The optic nerves helps in sight. Sight means seeing something. Next is number third is oculomotor nerves. So the oculomotor nerves helps you in what? Moving your eyes. That is what? Your pupil. That is your eyeball. Your eyeball is your pupil. Here. So the oculomotor nerves helps you in moving your eye. That is your pupil. That is your eyeball. So number fourth is what? Trochlear nerves. So the trochlear nerves helps you in what? Moving your eyes. It is your muscle. The muscle part of your eye, they help you in moving that. Number five is what? Trigeminal nerves. So the trigeminal nerves helps you in what? Um, face and head sensation. Means in your face and in your head, you'll be able to sense something. Say for example, if somebody slapped you or somebody hits you, like you'll be able to know it with the help of the trigeminal nerves. Trigeminal nerves. Number six is what? Abducens nerves. Abducens nerves, it helps you in moving your eyes. That is like from one direction to the another direction. It helps you in moving your eyes. Number seventh is facial nerves. So the facial nerves helps you in what? Movement of your face. Like for example, say for example your facial expression. They help you in making facial expression and also taste buds. It is also in your taste buds, these facial nerves. I mean, it is in your tongue as well, so that you'll be able to know the taste of different things. So the facial nerves is in face as well as it is in your tongue. Next is number 8 is vestibular cochlear nerves. So the vestibular cochlear nerves helps you in what? The vestibular cochlear nerves helps you in hearing and balancing. I mean they balance the amount of sound or voice which you receive it. Okay, number 9 is what? Glossopharyngeal nerves. So the glossopharyngeal nerves they help you in what? Taste. They help you in taste. That is your saliva. It's in your salivary glands. And okay, so the glossopharyngeal nerves helps in what? No, they help you in tasting something. You will be able to know the taste, and which is in your salivary glands. And with the help of the glossopharyngeal nerves, you are able to swallow as well as gag reflex. Gag reflex means what? Uh, when you eat something, your esophagus it will automatically open. It means that gag reflex, as well as you will be able to swallow the thing. Number 10 is what? Number 10 is vagus nerves. So the vagus nerves, they help you in what? They help you in heart rate and digestion. That is in your cardiovascular system as well as in your digestive system. That is your gastrointestinal tract. Number 11th is accessory nerves. So the accessory nerves, they help you in what? They help you in moving of your head, movement of your head, accessory nerves. Number 12 is hypoglossal nerves. So the hypoglossal nerves helps you in what? The hypoglossal nerves, they will help you in moving your tongue. That is when you speak and also swallowing. Swallowing means when you chew something, you move your tongue. Sorry. So the hypoglossal nerves, they help you in that thing. In speaking, while speaking, as well as while swallowing the things that you eat. That is, while chewing something, you move your tongue. It's not it. So the hypoglossal nerves, they will help you in that thing. So these are the 12 pairs of cranial nerves and the functions of 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So you have to write all this in a Roman numbers, and you have to write it serial wise. Not like facial nerves will be at the first and olfactory nerves will be at the last. It's not like that. You have to write it serial wise. Do you understand? Okay, is it clear everyone? Is it clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay then, that's all for today's class. I will end up here for today.